Like, can I roll the
would
balls
love it if
and
we
do
do
the
this
egg
up.
white? And can you do the nuts? Because I'm deathly allergic to them.
Shut the fuck up. No, you're joking. No, you're joking.
No, I'm not.
Hi everyone, welcome to my Dead Moms Cookbook, a video series where I'm cooking my way through my late mother's recipe book. Today we're making Thimbles, and we're drinking wine. I'm really excited for this episode because I really want to drink. Everyone, please give it up for our wonderful guest today, Marianne Mandrusiak. Yeah! That was amazing. Can you actually moonwalk?
No.
Oh,
No.
The confidence was staggering.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna crack this baby right open.
Oh, good.
Cheers, cheers.
It
It
smells
smells
supposed
nice.
to smell it?
You do whatever you want.
It smells good.
Ooh.
It tastes good.
Oh, it tastes good, huh?
Yeah.
You like it?
It's really nice.
It's from Germany, and I picked this bottle. Actually, if you can zoom in on how creepy her little face
Yeah,
is.
very creepy.
I don't know why. She's kind of creepy, but then I was like, that's also our vibe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you said that to me and it kind of hurt.
I said it before. You were like, oh, wow, what a bitch. Just say when.
When?
Just going forever.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Marianne, how are you today?
I am so happy.
You're so happy?
Yeah, I adore you, and there's nowhere I'd rather be.
Stop it. I adore you too. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, so we're making cookies.
Okay,
We like cookies.
how did you pick this recipe?
So you actually had two recipes, unfortunately. You were going to be, because it's the recipes that kind of pick the people, and so
Okay.
when I'm flipping through the book, like I'll flip through the cookbook and just try and like find something that,
Has vibes?
well, so I can actually, yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
like, you know, everyone has, like there's certain things, you know?
Okay.
So this, oh, how funny that it opens to your page. This was her original recipe, was the chocolate peps, which actually comes from a book that was written in like the 50s.
Okay.
From like Savannah, BC, by like it's my grandmother's. But the chocolate peps are just meringue. Like they're just flavored meringue. So it was just a lot of whipping. And I was
Which
like,
you didn't think I was capable of.
well, no, obviously you're capable. But it's just like, it would be easier for us to have a conversation
Okay.
doing this. And then so I re-looked through because I was like, okay, I need another recipe for Marianne. And I saw thimble and I was like, oh. Because with chocolate peps, I picked peps. I said this to the guys and they had no fucking idea what I was talking about. Because
yeah.
I said, I read chocolate pep and it makes me think of you. So it's like
Great.
pep, you know, like chocolate
Thanks.
pep.
Aw.
Because you're like,
I like that association.
you know what I mean? And thimble is kind of like, thimble. Do you
All right.
know what I mean?
Nope.
Are you saying you have like synesthesia for like recipes?
That's what it sounds like.
Maybe that's what it is because I swear to God, like chocolate pep, I read that and I like thought of you. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do the mixing.
Okay.
You're gonna do the adding into the bowl.
Okay,
So it's
I
gonna
can
be
do
a
that.
little bit of a team effort.
Okay.
So
There's nothing in there yet to mix.
this is what having a mom around is so important. All right, so this
Step
recipe
one.
is, well, actually, also I want to acknowledge the fact that this recipe is kind of a shit show because there's no instructions.
Okay.
Want to get that? There's not really measurements.
Look
there's
at the color of
not
this,
really.
though.
I know, it's not
That's
so fun.
Beautiful. It's almost like someone put it in the oven.
Yeah, it makes me. Imagine she did. Just like she's like,
Maybe.
let's make them look real old.
You know, like at Halloween, like to make like parchment.
And when you have to like write old letters in
Yeah,
school and
or
you
like
like
a
stain it
pirate
with
map.
tea. Yeah, exactly.
Treasure map.
But so this, it says half soft short and
Okay.
half quarter brown sugar. So I was assuming those measurements meant cups.
Let's find out.
Let's find out. So we have, I doubled the recipe because it's quite small. So we have a cup of shortening here.
Okay.
We have half a cup of brown sugar here.
Okay.
2 cups of flour.
Perfect.
2 eggs.
Great.
And some nuts.
Gang.
Can you get that? Can you get that, please? Can someone look at Troy? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
He literally told me not to chug the wine. Like he was like, you don't have to get drunk, and then he's telling me not to. Don't forget to drink.
Wow, it's more fun when you drink.
It doesn't say chug your fucking wine on the thing. It
I said chug.
Okay, so finish.
We're reading between the lines.
says, good for you.
It's really delicious wine. It's a really yummy wine. Like it's definitely
It's gonna be easy.
it's
gonna be easy to
chuggable
drink.
wine. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Do you want to add the shortening to the bowl?
Yes.
We have spatulas and spoons as well for tools if you like.
Okay.
Let's do it. Drop that in.
Okay. Is that what these are for?
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah. I wasn't
okay.
sure if that was gonna.
I got this.
So this is shortening. Shortening is lard. It's just fat. It's not like butter is like fat and milk
really
and like
good
all
for
these
you.
things. Super good
Yeah,
for you.
okay.
So I'm gonna start.
Full of omegas, right?
Sure, like salmon.
You gotta turn it on. I thought you were a chef.
This one's gonna.
I know. I've already learned a lot. Okay,
Oh
adding
yeah, brown sugar.
brown sugar.
We're creaming the butter and the lard. What's happening?
Nothing.
Would you like to scrape the sides of the bowl for me?
Okay.
Do you cook at home?
If I have to.
Do you don't cook with your kids?
No, I don't.
Your husband does it.
No.
They don't eat. Marianne doesn't feed her kids.
No, I heat and assemble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you really don't cook.
No.
That's
Why
funny.
Is this so
Babe,
like,
I don't know.
flabbergasting to you?
Maybe that's my own problem where I just assume moms cook. That's not nice of me.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like a stereotype.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm really
hurtful
sorry
one.
for putting that on you.
That's okay. I actually would like to learn, which is why I'm here.
Which is do you like?
I'm gonna have one recipe under my belt.
What's the recipe? Oh, it's gonna
Thimbles.
be Thimbles. It's gonna be Thimbles. Okay, so when you were younger and like growing up, did you cook with your family? Like, did
No.
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 What did you guys do?
Except for pierogies on Christmas Eve.
You made pierogies like
Yeah.
from scratch?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's impressive. That was the only thing your family cooked?
Yeah, like my dad made potato pancakes, and my mom made this recipe called salsa chicken,
Salsa chicken.
which is
No
salsa
way.
and chicken.
There's a recipe of salsa chicken in that book.
Isn't it just two things? Like,
Yeah,
why do you
it's
need a
salsa
recipe?
chicken, but
Yeah.
well, there's sometimes I think everybody needs recipes.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I'm already drunk. While I'm mixing this, would you want to separate the eggs?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think it's funny when someone is asking you to do something and they want you to do it, but instead of saying like, please do this, they'll say like, hey, do you want to do this? And I'm always like, honestly.
And you have to say yes.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to. I mean, I could do it. You
Okay,
could just,
so don't break the yolk.
yeah. How are you going to go about this? I want to hear your
Confidently.
strategy now.
I separate it?
You separate it. Yeah,
Into
yeah,
another
exactly.
bowl?
So we can use this one actually.
Oh, okay.
What I
so
would
I
do-
put the yolks in
Yeah,
there?
I would crack both of them in.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I would
You
just
can't show any hesitation when you're cracking an egg.
none at all.
That's
Also,
when-
you cracked it on the side of the bowl.
That's when accidents happen.
If you want a hot tip,
I do.
so when you're cracking eggs, if you crack it on the side of bowls, the shells tend to go into the egg, which
Yeah.
is usually when you get like
Eggshells.
eggshells in your stuff. So if you crack it on a flat surface, it flattens it, and then you can like open it.
No shit.
Just a fun.
So crack it on the
fun tip.
table.
Yeah, I crack it on the table. That's actually Anthony Bourdain told me that.
Wow.
God rest his soul.
Yeah. Look at that.
Wish he would be on the cookbook, but.
I feel like I'm going to make a lot of messes before I get that right, but I'm going to start.
Yeah.
trying.
So what I would do now is just, I would use your
with
fingers.
my fingers?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, I would get in there if I were you.
This is a tactile experience. I like it. Get off!
You can pass it back and forth between your
Like,
hands.
why?
Exactly like that.
Oh my god, it's like one of
Exactly.
those toys? Like
Yeah.
the snakes?
Exactly. See? And
Oh
there it goes.
yeah, okay.
Bam, just like that. Do you like how that feels?
Yeah, I do.
You do.
Yeah?
Yeah. I do like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
You look at me like I'm lying. Cheers.
Cheers to dead parents.
To dead parents. Right. Do you want to tell the audience who's dead in your life?
Okay, so my dad is dead, and my stepmom is dead to me.
Ooh.
We know.
You want to drop a yolk in?
I do.
Just one if you
Just
can.
one, okay.
You can just pour it in. You don't have to use your hands.
Oh.
Yeah. Phew. That's it. So it's the same premise as like normally creaming stuff. You cream your butter and your sugar, and then you add in your eggs.
Oh, yeah. So why is it so important that the yolk doesn't break now, but now you're like, yeah, break it all to hell?
Because if you break the yolk there and then you're like separating it from the whites, you're gonna have the yolk in the white.
Okay.
Like they don't stay together. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're separating the eggs, if you're separating them and the yolk cracks into the whites.
No, I realize now what a stupid question that was.
No,
Sorry.
no, there's no such thing as a stupid question. What are you talking about?
That's true. Oh.
Do you believe that there's stupid questions as someone that has 3 young children?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the stupidest question you've ever been asked from a kid?
Well, maybe it was the time of day, but my son woke me up at like 3 in the morning in like September and came up to my bed right in front of my face and was like, Mommy, does Christmas rhyme with whisper?
And you were like, get out of my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were like, I raised you.
I was like, not now.
Yeah, what was your response to that?
No.
Can you just take that for me? I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I think Christmas is hard to rhyme with.
So your dad's dead.
My dad's dead.
Your
Yeah.
stepmom is dead to you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm being a bit harsh
I mean,
there,
you
but...
said it on camera, so it's
Yeah.
it's if they're gonna watch it.
I mean, I haven't talked to her in like a decade, so...
But how old were you when your dad passed?
26?
26. Okay. Yeah, you got it. Yep. I'm gonna turn it off when you're at. I just don't want to.
Okay.
That actually went way better than I thought it was going to. I
Great.
thought it was gonna go everywhere. I just don't want to mix it too much. You can over mix cookie dough really easily.
Really?
Yeah, not really easily, I should say, but if you do it kind of, I don't actually know what's gonna happen to the cookies. I feel like every time I make cookies, they
what would
fuck up.
happen if you overmixed the cookie
I feel like
dough?
they're gonna go flat. That's what my body and my soul tells me is gonna happen.
Okay.
Cause cookies, if you add like too much sugar or you like have too much salt, like the cookies change. You ever see those diagrams online? They have
Of
like
cookies?
diagrams. Yeah.
No.
Oh, we have different feeds. There's like I've seen diagrams where it's like you added like too much sugar, too much water, high heat, like all these things, and all the cookies look
So
differently.
it's like, what is your poo telling you about with cookies?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, chuck it in.
Okay.
Chuck her in, and then you can chuck it in the sink. And then while I'm doing this, I'm gonna ask you to give the egg whites a little whisk with the
Oh
fork.
yeah, I almost dumped that in the sink and went to
Oh,
wash the
yeah.
dish.
No.
Don't do
Oh,
that.
No. Okay. So yeah, did you cook with your? But you said you did pierogies.
Yeah, we did pierogies.
Are you Ukrainian or Russian?
Yeah, Ukrainian.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Because you said that and then you said latkes, and I was like,
I never said that because
You said
that's a lie.
potato pancakes.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
potato pancakes. Are those latkes?
that's a latke. I was like,
I never said latkes.
I'm being gaslit on my own show.
I guess. I guess.
Yeah, potato pancake is a latke.
I thought
Okay.
it was Ukrainian.
So that's good.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do now? We forgot to put the vanilla in.
So I was like, the bill.
It's not too late.
In the egg, can we put it in the egg whites? Why not?
We are, but I'm just gonna
You
mix
see
it
how
in too.
intuitive this is for me? Maybe I should start.
You should cook more at home.
I should
Yeah,
cook more at home.
absolutely.
This is a sign.
Do you like order in a lot with your?
Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah,
I like
tell me.
when I say assemble, it's honestly like grain, protein, veggie. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like quinoa,
But
I
that's
don't
cooking.
know,
You have to cook the quinoa.
tofu, green beans or something. You know, it's like pretty bland.
But you cook
I make
those.
soups.
You cook those things.
Yeah.
So you cook.
Yeah, but I don't spend a lot of time putting in like.
Well, no one's asking you to like
Spices
hand make pasta at home. You know.
No one's asked me.
You
to do that.
should value your cooking more.
Thank you.
That was my mom used to do a lot as well. Like she has all these recipes, but a lot of the time it would be exactly that, like a protein, a veg, and
Yeah.
a grain. And
Yeah.
that was kind of like we did a lot of sidekicks and like rice-a-ronies and stuff like that. Did you ever have that?
Yeah. When I left home, like before I left my mom's to move in with my dad, I
Love that you're still mixing it.
I really I enjoy the motion of
Okay,
it.
good.
Is that
Yeah,
okay?
yeah,
And
it's
it's making
perfect.
like really pretty bubbles.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, nice.
Right, sorry.
I used to like have dance class after school every day,
Mm-hmm.
and so I would like have a microwave dinner before I went to dance class.
Right.
And so when I left home, I thought cooking was like making pasta and like adding a can of like pasta sauce.
Right. Like really intense. Oh no, sorry. Not fresh pasta.
She's a chef.
Listen here. She's a glass of wine in. So the next step, it just says roll into balls, dip in egg white. I just realized that there's a spelling mistake in this recipe, which makes me laugh. Because look, she wrote dip in egg white. There's there's no H in the white.
What do you think she meant by that?
I think she probably just.
Secret message.
Whoa.
I like her
Maybe.
writing though.
I love my
Yeah,
mom's writing.
it's really
She
nice.
has. Is your signature really like unique?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
No.
No, I mean, I don't know.
My mom had an insane signature that I could never copy,
Cool.
which always drove me crazy because like
'Cause
when
you couldn't forge
Of
notes,
course, exactly. Yeah, exactly. My dad's was just like, you know, but. So we're going to do that. We're going to roll the bump into a ball.
Okay.
That's a ball. We're going to dip it in the egg white.
Okay, perfect.
Oof.
Roll it in there.
Oy. Slippery. And then I thought we could just do that.
Okay.
How does that work?
Perfect.
I think that looks good.
What are those?
Oh, sorry. I've lost the plot, bro. These are crushed nuts. These are walnuts.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to help me roll some balls?
Totally. But do you mind if we do it like an assembly line? Like, can I roll
I
the
would
balls
love it if
and
we
do
do
the
an
egg
assembly.
white? And can you do the nuts? Because I'm deathly allergic to them.
Shut the fuck up. No, you're joking. No, you're joking.
No, I'm not joking.
Don't touch me. You're joking.
But I love that you picked this recipe for me.
She
Thimbles.
really vibed with it.
I should have told you.
You're deathly allergic.
I am, yeah. But only if I eat them.
At least there's no meat though, right?
There's no meat.
So you're good.
What a difficult guess.
I didn't even ask. And do you know
Do
what's
you want
so
me to
funny?
just leave?
No, do you know what's so funny is that I thought I was like, I should ask Dan and Marianne if they have any allergies. And I was like, nah, I'm sure they would have told me.
Marianne's tougher than that. But I'm
Okay,
not.
so we don't have to do it with the walnuts.
Yeah, we do. Come on.
You're not going to be able to eat them.
Who cares? I don't even like sugar, Sarah.
Oh my god. Get her off the show.
I like wine, and I like you.
So you're
Isn't that enough?
you're definitely allergic to nuts.
Yeah.
And you've just been casually standing beside this plate of
I
nuts.
thought it was really funny.
Like, can you touch them?
I mean, I could, but I get
Try.
high.
Do you want to eat one?
No!
I was obviously joking.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
She
so
might
let's
be
just,
trying to off me.
But no, let's just do it without the nuts.
No.
Yes.
No, they need the nuts. We need to
We
do
can do
it
okay. Well, let's
the
do
way that your mom
let's
envisioned
do
them.
one with the nut,
Okay.
and then the rest of them we'll do without the nuts, so
No,
that
no,
you
no,
can
no.
enjoy the recipe.
Seriously?
This is no longer a conversation.
We're going to make the thimbles the way that your dead mom wanted them.
With you
See, that looks just as good.
It's beautiful.
This one arguably does look better, but this one looks just as good.
But that's why I'm saying, like, you know,
No, girl, we're gonna give you a couple cookies, okay?
let's stay legit.
This is your wine.
Okay.
I'm drinking heavily now.
So-
That's fucking great. You're okay. What else are you allergic to? First off,
Lentils, chickpeas, fish, green peas.
damn.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Whoa. Okay. Okay. So how many do you want? Do you want to take some home to your kids?
Sure. Yeah, that'd
Cute.
be cool. Thanks.
Yeah, let's do it. Good with your
This
hands.
also feels good.
It
I
does,
like,
huh?
This is such a nice tactile
Yeah.
experience.
I like it a lot too. Here.
Yeah.
For my
That's probably
grandma.
like enough plain ones. Let's,
Sure. Let's get into the death zone, I guess.
Yeah. I
Okay.
did an acting class where my scene partner ate a bunch of nuts at lunchtime, and then we had a scene right after lunch, and we kissed. And I had an allergic reaction.
Well, did they know that you were allergic to nuts?
Yeah.
Oh, they did know you were allergic to nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, so they were trying to kill you.
Okay, get this. So then, to apologize, he brings me cookies,
No. Stop it.
peanut butter cookies. Thanks a lot, Joel Birnbaum.
Oh,
Yeah.
fully names them too.
Yeah.
put us at two.
I have a genuine question. So it's not, it's all nuts.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will be like tree nuts or peanuts, like because peanuts grow on the
But
ground.
not
Like there's a
these
difference.
nuts.
Not these nuts.
No, coconuts. I can have coconuts. It's
Well,
a,
it's a fruit.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm just clarifying for your audience.
For the audience,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'm gonna die tonight.
I'm gonna die tonight.
But
Oh,
it
no,
won't-
no, no, no.
oh.
We'll do, no, sorry.
Why?
Because this tray's full, so we'll just do the rest of them as without nuts.
Oh,
And then
okay.
we can just, but that is one of the questions I had for you, which I think we talked about before, but like, if you, like, talk to your kids about grief and, like, death, like, if,
Yeah, not as much as I probably should
but
have.
they're also quite young, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, so basically, you know, their only real experience with death so far has been like bugs or seeing like a dead bird or
Right.
something. And
Right,
so
right.
we always talk about them going back to the earth, you know, and
Which is really sweet.
just like becoming a part of the energy
Right.
that fed them, I guess. That's kind of it.
So if you were to die tonight,
yeah.
do you think your kids would
Like,
be
what
like,
do I want you to say to them?
no, do you think,
Sorry, I killed your mom.
Sorry, I killed your mom. No, like, do you think that would be kind of their reaction? You think they'd be like, oh, she went back to the... get rid of the nuts now. I'm fucking terrified.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be like, just like that little red spider. Yeah.
Oh, just like, yeah, the little, the
You know,
tiny
the
little
little
ones.
tiny
I know the
ones?
tiny,
Yeah.
exactly the spider
Yeah.
you're talking about. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
because we had a conversation about, you know, like at one point, I think both of them thought it was fun to like squish them. They were like, oh, it's like whack-a-mole, you know? And I freaked out. And so we had a big conversation about that. And
Do you want to put a thumbprint in one? You didn't get to do that.
I do.
Yeah, you didn't get to do that.
thanks.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Slippery little fuckers. Okay, we got this.
That's perfect. Oh
Okay.
my god.
Oh,
I'm
thank
going to give you an even better one so we can still do them at the same time.
Bun, bun, bun.
There you
Or
go.
does that for a living.
There you go.
Cares for people?
Yeah.
Aw.
You agree with that, Trey?
Whoa, that's a lot of jam.
Leave it. Let's get it fucked
Woo!
up.
I like this. This is fun. Oh my god, they're like little crater lakes.
Yeah, these are really cute.
They're adorable.
I think it's really funny that I have definitely like recognized these cookies from like, you know those like, well, you're from Alberta, so you probably have, are you from Edmonton, huh? Are you from small town?
I'm from Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta,
Okay.
Yep.
So small.
which is very confusing.
Yeah, but it's in the mountains, no?
Nope.
Oh. Cool. But so did you ever have like, cuz this makes me think of like craft fairs and stuff like that. Like you used to go and they would always be like in the school gymnasium and people would sell those like crocheted hand towels and like painted rocks.
Oh, I
Do you know what I'm
really like painted rocks, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Perfect. No, they're just like little, like these look like the type of cookies that you would buy at one of these like craft fairs where
Okay.
there's people who are selling like rocks and cookies and.
They remind me of Christmas.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Ah,
I
do you want a
like
Christmas hat?
I feel like I've seen these around, yeah.
I've got a Christmas hat if you want one.
Uh,
I also picked raspberry jam because selfishly that's the only type of jam I like.
raspberry's the best.
It's the best jam.
Yeah.
It's the best jam. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Strawberry's a close second, though.
Are you allergic?
I've never.
No. See, this is the thing.
This is why you don't mention the allergy when you come on a
Now,
cooking
let's
show
take
because
the
you're like they're
piss
gonna
out
make
of
it
their
a big
head.
deal.
Fucking bubble girl. All right. Can't
Okay.
eat anything.
These are gonna go in the oven. Our oven is set to 375. These
Okay.
are gonna go in the oven for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to put your tray in the oven? I'll put my tray in the oven.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna set a timer for 10 minutes.
We don't have to do anything else. That's
No, we're
hard,
gonna sit and we're
right?
gonna drink wine.
Oh,
You wanna
that's
grab
great.
your little stool?
I do.
Yay!
We did it.
Now that the almost immediate threat of killing Marianne is done, welcome to a mini segment of the show called Wine with a Living Mom. And I have some questions for
Okay.
you. I asked the general public and the video flopped, so no one answered.
Oh.
So we're just going in with some questions that I got from myself and Google.
Okay, Google.
Google, yeah. And a few questions that
Why didn't you
bit
just
of-
ask Google then? Like, why?
because I like asking the public.
Okay.
Also, it's good for the TikTok to have interaction.
Okay.
It is what it is. But because one of the things with the project that I was thinking of, and recently, like the last 2 weeks, I've been kind of struggling because I would normally ask my mom a lot of questions. So like even about like what to wear. And I was like, I don't know what to wear, and I was like really, I couldn't figure out why I couldn't move past it. And I was like, I would have called my mom about this. Like I would have asked her these questions. So there's like a couple questions in here that I'm like, I'm gonna ask a living mom.
That's really cool that you valued your mom's fashion sense.
I valued her opinion.
Okay.
But well, her fashion sense, yeah.
You must in some
she-
way, otherwise why would you ask her?
She was like she was very stylish. She was a very like well manicured lady, you know, and like very. She wore a lot of Reitmans, you know.
Oh yeah.
Loved Pier 1. A
Susie
lot of
Shear?
Costco. A lot of Costco.
Contrast.
Well, who doesn't?
We all love
Yeah,
Costco.
yeah.
Quality. First question off the top: if you could pick anything to pass on, what would it be?
This question.
This. We already asked you this one. Okay. Oh, this is fun. So I think that my mom would be really proud of me and like proud of what I'm doing and really happy that like I've continually followed my dreams.
I agree.
Thank you. What are your hopes and dreams for your children?
Like earnestly,
You can lie, but
no, that And I'm sure that they will be kind people who will find their passion and then work really hard at what they want to do and be true to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Thanks.
Very earnest.
Well, I'm trying to be honest.
Yeah, well, I would also hope that you weren't like, oh, I hope they end up in jail, you know, like.
That'd be a good story, though.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of all of your kids, who do you think would end up in jail?
Oh, I can't answer that.
It's because you have an answer.
Yeah.
Because you know. That's so funny.
When somebody immediately popped into my head.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
When I was growing up, my whole family used to always, I remember being like 7 years old, and they were like, you're going to be the problem. We're going to have to watch out for you.
Whoa, that is self-fulfilling prophecy.
Absolutely, yeah. And I remember sitting there, I had this firm memory at the dinner table, and I was like, okay. And then I grew up to be a problem, so.
Well.
Yeah.
You're like, if you're going to think that about me anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I want to do this one after.
Okay.
Ooh, I like this one a lot. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given from another woman?
You are going to feel the guilt. Do it anyway.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Yeah, me too.
You're going to feel the guilt.
Yeah.
Do it anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's something that you felt guilt about recently?
Everything?
Everything.
Yeah.
Just
There's
continuously.
so many ways to
Yeah.
live wrong. I don't know. To mother wrong? Like, yeah, that's a minefield.
So many like societal expectations around like motherhood
Yeah.
too, huh?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you don't really get a moment of peace of being like, oh yeah, you're doing.
No.
I mean, you see that. I'm not a mom, so I don't know, but you see that a lot. And like, I see my sister-in-law where it's like, oh yeah, it's really like, fuck, it's on the mom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Men really get it
Scapegoats of
easy.
Society. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think mothers are like, yeah.
That's really beautiful. I really like that. You're
Thanks.
gonna feel the grief. Do it anyways.
Guilt.
Or guilt. Sorry.
Yeah.
And the
And
grief. And the grief, technically.
And the grief.
This was the heavier one. I like doing that. I don't know why I did
I
that
like it
earlier,
too,
and
but
it's
I
kind
like-
of fun.
Yeah.
I just is it?
Spotting the danger. I'm like, is it, you know?
No, the nuts
something
are
that's
in the
still
oven,
cooking?
so
Yeah.
your
Danger
immediate your
everywhere.
immediate danger is gone.
Okay.
This one's really fun.
Okay.
This one is one that I so consistently once I like had a brain and was like out in my life because I moved out at 17, really young.
Me too.
So I would come back, and like my mom would pick me up and we'd go on these drives and I'd be like, "What were you doing when you were 21? What were you doing when you were 23?"
Right.
And so she died when I was 27, and now I'm 29.
Right.
So now I'm like, okay, what were you doing when you were 29? What did your life look like in like a nutshell at 29?
So my dad had died.
Mm-hmm.
Matt's dad was sick. I just finished a contract. He got laid off, and we moved on to an old sailboat, and we sailed around the Bahamas for
That's
6 months.
epic.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
it was great. Until we ran out of money, and then
Yeah.
moved back to Vancouver, and then moved to Montreal.
Did you do that just to like live life?
I think we were both kind of like, if we don't do this now, I don't know.
Sorry.
You just see people like getting like roots. Was that your throat or your stomach? Or just a lot of enthusiasm.
It was a burp that I was trying. It was a burp that I was trying to contain.
Bodies are amazing.
I was gonna burp and I was like, oh, I'll just hold it in. It just sounded like a croak.
Yeah.
So it was all of those things. It was the stomach and the throat.
But yeah, I think like, just to bring it back.
Yeah.
I think we both saw our dads like saving all of this fun and like adventure for retirement, and then not being able to enjoy it.
Right.
So we were like, okay, if we don't do this now,
Yeah.
when? Like,
That's big, hey? Like, so you don't live your life like that? Like, you're...
well, that's the thing. Like, we kind of saw the writing on the wall, and you do sort of get in this like train that you can't get off, and then it's harder and harder, and then if you bring kids into the mix, it's like a whole nother.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you were living on a boat in the Bahamas
Yeah.
with your now husband.
Yeah.
How long had you two been?
And Wookie.
Pull it together. And Wookie.
He's like, bleh.
Wookie was there too.
Oh yeah, Wookie was there.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
How
yeah.
long have you had Wookie for? You got him as a puppy.
I got him as a puppy. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh. Was there anything that you learned about yourself after becoming a mother?
Then I'm not cut out for it.
Really?
I don't
the
think
guilt?
I'm a good mom, and this is not like for you to be like, yeah, you are. Like I love my kids. If they're watching, like 20 years,
They're
from
gonna
now,
watch this.
finding
yeah,
this on
exactly.
the internet, digging it up. No, they're not gonna care.
Yeah.
No offense. Maybe they will.
Oh, to me, I don't care. I don't like kids, so. Except for
Not even
Marianne's
mine?
kids, you're all so cute. Literally, I've met one of your kids. Oh, that was when you were at my place. That was because I remember you breastfeeding in my kitchen.
I brought my kid. To
Yeah,
your
that's the
place?
only time I've ever met your kid. I haven't met the other ones.
Wow.
Yeah, you were
I don't
here
remember
with the
that.
baby. It was gonna be like a big hangout of people, and then no one else showed up.
Was I drinking?
No, you were breastfeeding. You had like baby on tit, and we were talking, and that was when you asked me if I had ADHD.
Oh,
Do you
sorry.
remember that? No, don't be, because we were like having a very popcorny conversation.
Okay.
Like it was very kind of like all over the place. And
Okay.
you were like, you have ADHD.
Because I do. I wouldn't have.
Exactly.
Like,
No, that
okay.
we had a whole.
Okay.
I'm remembering this now.
Right.
So I was like, you've never been to my place. It almost makes me feel a little bit sad that you don't think you're a good mom.
I really love them, and I think that's probably the most important thing. But for sure, like the organization and the tasking, and like I'm like, I get irritable when I'm interrupted with kids. It's like you're interrupted all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah. It's. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's.
We don't have to get into it if you don't want to, but it also does make sense. You know what I mean? Like I mean, if I was to have a kid.
Yeah.
Next year, imagine I get pregnant right now, bam, Virgin Mary, and then I have a kid.
Jesus.
Watch it, and like I would feel the exact same way. There's so many things that I'd be like,
Well, there's just
no
so many ways you
way.
can fuck up. Like you're just
For sure, and also kids are
going
annoying.
to. Well, they can be, but they can also be like incredible. You know. Yeah, it's like the most incredible and insane, beautiful hell on earth. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds enticing. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
I'd do it. If you could ask your dad one question, what would you ask? If I could
Okay.
ask my mom one question, what would I ask?
You go first.
The only thing that can really come to my mind is I would ask her if she's proud of me.
Oh.
And I know that the answer is yes,
Yeah.
but that is a question, like I never outright asked her. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we never had that conversation, and that was one of the things, because when she was sick, I was like, oh, I want to ask her like all these questions. And then whenever I was in the room, she was always sleeping.
Yeah.
So I never got to have those like deep intentional like moments.
Yeah.
I think I would just ask her if she's proud of me,
Yeah.
even though I know the answer is yes.
Yeah.
But just to hear her say that, I think would really fill my cup. You know?
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know if my dad is proud of me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Is he not a fan of comedy?
Oh no, he is a fan of comedy.
Success? Being a great mom? Being allergic
Stop.
to nuts and not
Stop.
telling people?
Okay. You know what I would ask is so right before he died, I was like in his hospital room holding his hand, and I went out to call Matt, and in that moment, my sister-in-law went in to hold his hand and like sort of replace me. And he sort of like came to and said, Mirza, like my nickname. And she was like, no, it's Stephanie. And he was like gonna say something, and then he died. And so I always feel like, why did I fucking like,
What was he gonna say?
yeah.
What
Why
would
did
he
I
s-
leave the room at that moment, and like what did he want to say to me? Because
Yeah.
that was like the last chance, you know, and I wasn't there. So, yeah.
Did you ever, like, have you ever spent any time kind of thinking like what he would, like if it was just gonna be like an I love you or things like that, or do you just prefer not to?
I don't know. It could have even just been a joke, honestly. Like
You think he would have told you a joke?
he might have. Yeah. Like
I like that.
I don't know. I remember like right the night before he died, he was like sitting like propped up because that was the way he had to sleep because of some sort of fluid issue.
My mom was like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was sitting in a recliner like trying to sleep, and I couldn't fall asleep. And my dad could tell that I was like not able to fall asleep, and he was like, "I'm watching you."
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so your dad was a funny guy.
He was funny. Yeah, he was really funny.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
My mom was also funny, but like she was dark.
Yeah.
She had dark humor, which I
Yeah.
think makes a lot of sense for like how I am.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
My dad was like edgy too, which like didn't really go with like him being a principal
Oh right, it was
of
a
an
principal.
elementary school. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
but sometimes
So,
that's good. You know, the youth
yeah.
of today really needs some
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was my principal.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well,
Did you get into trouble?
I did get into trouble.
Did you
and
get into more trouble or less
I
trouble?
think so. I think I had one teacher in particular who, instead of just being like, your name's on the chalkboard, would be like, go to your dad's office. And then,
That's awful, saying go to your dad's office too.
Yeah.
Like not
Go
even
see your dad.
Not even go see the principal. Like everyone knows that
Oh,
it's
yeah.
your dad.
Yeah.
Damn. Like in cruel intentions. We ready for some thimbles?
I'm ready.
Nut man?
Let's do it.
Oh, they look so good.
They do look really good.
Yours actually look nicer because they're like so golden.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything,
Wow.
but those look pretty good too, though.
Okay, cute.
Ta-da!
Actually, which is first and foremost, where can people see you? Where can people find you?
At the Comedy Nest.
Yeah.
Usually. And find me on Instagram at Mandrusiaki or at
Read your-
heymandrusiak.com.
Book.
Or you can read, if you like kids and you like bats, I wrote a kids book called A Habitat for a Little Bat, which teaches kids about the power of collective action and habitat protection.
Which is like epic.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Thanks.
Oh, nice. And you, that was
It was
part of
illustrated by Olga Urbanowitz, who is like
Ooh,
an amazing illustrator.
those are more wine?
I do.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Let's go. Yeah, because where is your book published? Like, where can we find it? Because I actually should have asked you to bring a copy of it if you had
Do
it.
you know Distill? I should have brought a copy.
You should have brought a copy. I was going to ask you, and much like you forgetting to tell me you're allergic to nuts, I forgot to ask you
That's
for the
totally
for the book.
fine. I
It's
can
okay.
send you a picture of it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can buy it at Distill or at Marche Lost River or Dartmouth Book Exchange or
In Halifax?
on my website. Yeah.
Are those other two spots in Montreal, or are they also
Yeah.
in? Okay.
Well, no, Marche Lost River is in Lost River, which is outside of Montreal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the other one is?
Distill. It's on Duluth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good street.
Yeah.
I'm going to go buy your book.
No, I'm going to give you a book.
No, I'm going to buy your book. Do you get royalties from it? Like, if I buy the book, do you get money?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then I'm obviously going to go buy the book.
Oh, thanks.
Well, gotta pay for your hospital
gonna
bill,
give her a book.
obviously. And the last question before we eat these.
Yeah.
This is how I share my love.
Okay.
So I feed people. I
Okay.
like cooking for my friends. That's like the biggest way for me. Like when my friends are sad, I want to cook for them and all of those things. So I just want to ask you how you share your love.
Can I show you?
Ow! Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's so sad.
through
That
touch.
almost made me cry. Yes, that's where it is.
No, I really
Oh,
love
it's physical touch?
forehead kisses
Oh.
and touch. That's why I hug so much.
Yeah, we hugged so much before filming this. We were hugging for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really sweet. It's physical touch. You're big.
That sounded creepy though, right?
No,
Can I
A little. I wasn't sure if you were gonna. And then when you grabbed my face, I was like, oh, she's gonna kiss me. I was actually like hyping myself up. I was like, you got this, Sarah.
eat one of those first?
Okay, physical touch. You hug and you hold hands and things
I
like
think
that.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's eat.
That's the show. Let's eat a cookie. So you're gonna take one without a nut,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take one with a nut.
And we'll cheers.
No, don't.
No. For a second, I was like, yeah, no. Stop. Okay, which one am I gonna take?
Oh.
Are they really soft? Fuck.
I can't pick mine up, but but it's really good.
Maybe we just shouldn't bake on this show.
Delicious though. It tastes good.
Yeah, it's really
All going to
hot.
the same place.
All right. Marianne, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me
This
on this show.
Do you want to make out now that I've ate the cookie?
Only if you're gonna give me cookies after.
Well, you'll be dead, so
You know what? It'll be worth it.
we'll go to your kids.
It'll be worth it.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. This has been my Dead Moms Cookbook. Marianne Mandrusiak, my beautiful guest today. Thank you so much. Like, follow, share on YouTube. See you soon.
See you soon.
Come eat some cookies, everybody. Okay, the Abby thing. I love that in every episode, someone has shown up at this point. Because with the soup, Dan was here, and then with Dan's episode, Marianne was here. Marianne, you're here. Yeah, that's gonna happen there.